We're here at the Norwell High School for the Art Appreciation class. Is this an annual event?
No, this is the first.
The first year, okay. Well, they've and this is your artwork here?
Yes.
And it's on display. It's kind of a gallery. They're doing the last day of school. We have, and I didn't get your catch your last name. I'm sorry.
Sophie Gerber.
Sophie Gerber. That's right. Vincent Susan. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we're gonna have a couple people explain the art, and we have here Sophie. And what do we have here first of all?
This is a painting that I did. We were supposed to, for our final, pick either a movement or an artist, and then create a piece that had some of the characteristics. So I picked George Seurat, who was a French artist in the 1800s.
Okay.
And he used pointillism. So as you can see in the background, I used dots, which is pointillism.
Okay.
And then he used a lot of daily life subjects. So I decided to pick symbols and logos of like companies that you see every day, like McDonald's, Toys R Us, Coca-Cola.
Okay, so
like
daily life, you said, kind of thing?
Yes.
All right, so I see McDonald's, and the C is Coke, I assume.
Yes.
Internet Explorer.
Yep.
Toys R Us.
Yes.
Okay, and Nike.
It's the Gatorade symbol. It's kind of.
Oh, okay.
The sport. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. And then Gatorade. And I'm not sure what the A is.
The A is it's a football symbol, like a conference.
Oh, okay. So how long did it take you to make this?
It took me about 2 or 3 weeks to create.
All right, and you might have already said that, so I apologize. Any reason you decided to emulate that one particular artist's style?
I've always liked his artwork, and I thought it was really cool, and it was just something new to try. I've never done pointillism before.
Okay, now do you have a particular, again, I'm showing my ignorance here, do you have a particular style you enjoy?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just whatever.
So you said you've never really done pointillism before? Okay,
no,
so what was it, more challenging, more fulfilling than you thought? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was definitely kind of challenging. You have to kind of like plan ahead what you want to do, and it's time consuming.
I imagine
just
so.
a lot, but I liked it, and it was really interesting to do.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we're still here at the Norwell Art Appreciation Classes Art Gallery. We have Junior Kane Harbor, and he's going to explain to us exactly what exactly these pieces are here and why he decided, and just a couple different details.
Well, I try to go with like a surrealism background, but I normally I don't think about what I draw. I just start drawing things, and then I get like 4 or 5 different background, I don't know how to describe it, just kind of like things that to build up on and draw like actual pictures.
Kind of like foundations in a way.
Yeah, that's good. But, I really don't know why I drew this. Everybody asks me why I draw things like this, but I just like drawing creepy stuff. I thought it was cool.
Now, and I include myself in this here. For those who aren't familiar, is this pencil, charcoal, or what kind of?
I used a graphite stick.
Okay.
And in some places, I use like an ebony pencil, but it's pretty much a soft graphite stick.
Okay. All right. So now, how long did it take you to make this?
Like a week.
Okay. Now, is there any particular artist style or that kind of inspired you with this, or this particular? You mentioned you kind of like this style here.
Yeah. I like a lot of old surrealism, like Salvador Dali and Max Stearns too.
Now I'm going to quiz you here. See how much you learn, because how would you define, I mean obviously these are very well done, so how would you define surrealism for maybe those who aren't as familiar with the term?
I'd say surrealism is more like things involving things that aren't real, like things that you think would never happen.
Okay.
Or just, it's more like imagination.
Here at the Art Appreciation Art Gallery with Junior Sydney Schultz, correct?
Yes.
All right, and I know this painting has actually caught quite a few people's eyes here. We're going to quick focus on this, while she just kind of explains what exactly this is and the styles and why she painted this.
Okay, well this is based off the style of Edgar Degas, and it's using acrylic paint as the medium, and I've never worked with this medium before, and I'm not really much of an artist to begin with, so it turned out pretty well based on my skills.
But it turned out very well. I particularly like the background colors.
Thank you. I based it off of Edgar Degas. He was an impressionist painter around 1850, and the impressionist style consists of paint and how sunlight reflects on things and catching a fleeting glimpse of what you're actually seeing.
Okay.
So
hence the impression?
Yes, the impression of something.
Okay.
And so here you see the light in her skirt, and up close it doesn't look very well blended, but from far away you can see how it all works together and shows light. And the same thing here, like there's a streak of light in here, so it doesn't look very well blended up close, but the farther away you get to see how it blends and all works together.
Okay.
There were three characteristics that I chose from this artist, and that was A, the impressionistic feel, which I just demonstrated. 2, the subject matter of the dancers. He used ballet dancers several times. He has over 1,000 pictures of ballet dancers as his subject matter.
Okay.
And I wanted to make it rather modern, so instead of using ballet dancers, I used dancers from Dancing with the Stars. And
okay.
Yeah, just to give it a modern feel, and since ballet was the main form of entertainment in France in 1850, Dancing with the Stars, kind of the same thing in modern day America.
Very appropriate.
Also, I used the color scheme. What Degas did was usually he would pick one of the primary colors and then kind of do the painting in the rest of those shades, like different shades of pink, and add some white everywhere. So what I did was I started with the blue from there, and then I made the dark blue as part of a background, and then came up to do the purple, and so it's all kind of shades in the same color family.
Okay, that makes sense. And how long did it take you to paint this?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Well, it's very well done.
Thank you.
And so now, I apologize, you said this, this is your first time doing impressionist work, did I hear you correctly, or your first time more this?
The first time I used this type of paint, and the first time that I've done an impressionist work.
Okay, so now that you've done it, what do you think? Did you enjoy it? Was it more challenging than you thought, or?
Definitely more challenging than I thought. I'm more used to using pencils and colored pencils to do my own blending.
Okay.
But with paint, it's so much harder to control. So I'd be willing to experiment with it again, but I don't think it's one of my favorites. But it is very fun to use.
All right. Well done, and thank you very much. Appreciate it.